Hi everyone, thank you for tuning in. My name is Stacey Ann and I want to say a big thank you for joining me on this platform. Whatever means you did to get onto this platform, I am so happy that you're here. I've been wanting to create this platform or this channel for a very long time, but I've been having the hardest of time to create this video. And so I'm just going to freestyle it today. I'm going to just freestyle it and just kind of give you how I'm feeling about this platform, or just tell you a little bit about myself, so that way you can know who I am, and so that way you can feel motivated to continue to do what you are destined to do. So whatever means you did to get onto this platform, thank you for being here. Thank you for selecting this channel. It might be a case where you were scrolling through YouTube. You might be going through different social media platforms and you saw my video, you saw my name, and you're like, Stacey's on YouTube. Well, yes, I am here, dear. And seeing that you're already here, I would love for you to like, share, subscribe, turn that notification bell on so that way you can be alerted of my new videos. So as for those of us who are new, who are not familiar with me, my name is Stacey Ann and I am a Jamaican. I am from South Manchester. I'm from Bustle Lane, Sweetland, Prattville, you name it. I was in between both of those areas, and that is where it's considered to be home for me. I went to Manchester High School and graduated in 2005. I started Northern Caribbean University in 2006, and then I was able to graduate in 2011 after obtaining my Bachelor's of Science in Nursing. I was able to start working at Mandeville Regional Hospital as a nurse, a registered nurse. And then in 2013, I went back to school, or the University Hospital of the West Indies, and obtained my certification as an emergency room nurse. There are a lot of persons who might wonder, why emergency room nursing? Why not something else? Well, from the time I was doing nursing, my nursing certification at Northern Caribbean University, I always have this love for the emergency room. I always have this drive. You basically are on the front line. You're seeing patients when they're in dire need. You're always there on the front line to assist those patients. You're the first person they are seeing. Sometimes the patient's coming in practically dead, and you're there reviving that patient. Patients are having a baby. You're the first person on the front line to assist with those patients if you're that lucky. You're not seeing the same patient over and over. It's always a case where you're seeing something different. It can be something simple as a cough and a cold. It can be fever, or it can be a trauma, heart attack. It can be a stroke. It can be just about anything. And that's just something that I love about nursing. It always have you thinking one step ahead, because you're wondering what is coming in. And when the patient does show up through your emergency room door, you're thinking about all the possible things that are happening with this patient. And that is just something that I love about it. It always keeps your mind active. You're always busy trying to save lives of those patients that are showing up to you. I spent 4 years at Mandeville Regional Hospital, and then in 2016, I was able to transition to the US by a recruiting company, and I will tell you all about these in upcoming videos. And so in 2016, I transitioned to the US and continued to work as a nurse. I was able to go back to graduate school and then obtain my Master's of Science in Nursing. I obtained my Master's of Science in Nursing from Walden University with an emphasis in adult gerontology primary care. And so today, I am a certified nurse practitioner in the state of Texas. And I'm so excited about this new transition from being an emergency room to an advanced practice registered nurse. I remember years ago when I said I wanted to become a nurse practitioner, and I was like, I don't think I can do it, because one, you're looking at where the money is coming from, or am I going to be able to, afford certain things? And so looking back at where I'm coming from, I am so happy that I was able to accomplish all of this. But the good thing about it is that I had support. I had support from numerous persons from home, my family itself, church. They've always been very, very involved. So Asia Seventh-day Adventist is my church, and they've been always involved in every single thing. It can be a case where where I saw probably someone going to university and I was just motivated to, follow in that person's footstep. It can be a case where it was a family member who was there to say, oh, Stacy, you can do it. If this person is able to do it, you can do it. So simple things, or giving me lunch money for school. Thank you. And then persons in the community who are there as my guarantor. Thank you. Yes, it's very emotional. So I'm gonna pause, then I'm gonna come back. And this is not about, all tears and sadness. It's tears of joy, Give me a minute, I'll be back. So as I was saying, I want to say a big thank you to all the persons who have contributed to, to making me into the person that I am today. As I say, it can be monetary. It can be a case where you were just there for support. Some simple things like, saying words of encouragement. Thank you. It can be a case where you were there for something as big as being my guarantor. Everybody know that student loan in Jamaica is no play game. And when you come on to people not repaying their student loan, that's another thing. And so I want to say thank you, thank you. I know that years ago, I never thought I was going to be able to, be on this platform where I will be opening up to a lot of persons about my, my journey itself. I grew up in a very humble background or family, and we never really had much, but we had the support of each other. And because I was so, I was so driven by a lot of things in my environment, so I've decided that I wasn't going to use my environment to prevent me from getting, to the goals that I wanted in life. I want to tell persons that that are living in a similar situation. You didn't have parents who were working like a 9-to-5 job or earning a salary to be able to, pay for high school supplies or uniform or get you the fanciest of stuff throughout even college. Yes, college. So I want to tell persons who are living in similar situation or have a background that is going to be as similar as myself. I want to tell you that there is light at the end of the tunnel. It might look dark, but there is always light at the end of the tunnel. Once you put your mind, you trust in God, and you believe that He will come through for you, then He will be there for you. And so this channel was created with you in mind. I want to tell persons that were in similar situation as a nurse in Jamaica, and you're thinking that, oh, you have student loan that you need to pay back, and you're, wanting to pay back, but it's difficult because of, just, the salary that you're working. I just want to tell you in my stories how I transition, steps that I use, and how I was able to repay my student loan, the process itself of recruiting. I will be telling you in detail all the things that you would love to know, so that way you can either transition and advance your career or transition and just have a better life. Then I want to tell you just how I go about doing it. And so this platform is for you. And so this is a place that I will be discussing all nursing, travel. And if you want to hear about how I get my hair done, yes, I will also be able to tell you about that in my video. So I would love for you to continue subscribing, liking, sharing on this platform. Send it out to your friends, your family. Send it out to someone who is interested in knowing about different steps to, getting into the US. Anything that is related to nursing, working as a nurse in Jamaica and then transitioning to the US, what are the things that you are interested in? Send them over to me, and I will try to go ahead and answer all of those questions in that video I'm prepared just for you. So as I said, thank you for being here. I am so excited that you've selected this platform. Thank you for joining in, and I look forward to hearing your comments, your suggestions, and hearing about how I'm doing on this platform. Thank you again, and I'm so happy that you're here. Stay positive. Bye.